welcoming all the third semester BBA students for the subject Marketing Management, University Mangalore, session 25. We have already finished with the first two units of marketing, that is the introduction to marketing and the product and the price decisions. And today we are going to start off with distribution and promotion strategy. And in today's session of 25, we are going to start with understanding the meaning and definition of channels of distribution. We all know that distribution is a very important element of a business. And today's content that we are going to understand is introduction, meaning and definition of distribution, the 7 R's, and the importance of distribution. Distribution strategy is very important, or I would say it's a very crucial element of every business. ಯಾವುದೇ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜೀಸು ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ದೇ ವುಡ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ರೈಟ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ ಫೇಲ್ಸ್, ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ವುಡ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ fail, and that's why the distribution is very important. So let's understand the meaning of distribution. Distribution refers to bringing the product to the market and giving it to the final consumer. So it basically makes us understand that the final product should reach the hands of the consumer, and the producer has already created that product. So the distribution bridges the gap in bringing the product into the hands of the consumer. According to the definition given by Mossman and Norton, they say that the distribution is the operation which creates time, place and form utility through the movement of goods and persons from one place to another. So here we understand that there are 3 types of utility, that is time, place and form, and there's movement of goods and persons happening from one place to another. So going further, distribution channels is defined as sets of interdependent organizations involved in the process of making a product or service available for use or consumption. The important words in this particular sentence is interdependent organization. So here we need to understand that the manufacturer is dependent on the wholesaler. Wholesaler is also dependent on the retailers. The retailers in turn is dependent on the wholesalers, and wholesaler will be dependent on the manufacturer. So there's a interdependency that exists between these channels, and the whole thing is designed so that the product or the service is made possible for the consumption by the consumer. And in this process there are basically the 7 R's. The 7 R's stand for right product, right quantity, at the right condition, at the right time, to the right customer, at the right place, and all this at the right cost. So we need to understand the product should be in the right quality, the product should be very good in standardized manner, and the product should be the product that the consumer actually wants, and this right product at the right quantity. So the quantity that he wants. You cannot expect a consumer to buy 100 kgs or 1000 kgs of any item. It has to be designed in a quantity that he wants, the right quantity, and at the right condition. The condition here stands for the quality. The product should be in the usable stage. You cannot dispatch the products that are of poor quality, that do not have packaging standards, and which are not to usable form. So right condition means that it should be in a good condition. And then all this at the right time. The time factor is important. The consumer wants the product maybe in 2 days. It's a duty of the manufacturer to deliver to him at these 2 days. So the right time also should be maintained, and at the right place. ಯಾವ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರಿಗೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕು. No consumer would be ready to travel and get the product. He would want the product to be there near his house or near his office. Wherever he wants the product should be available. And this right customer is the next R. The customer that you select should be the right customer who can bear the product, who can bear the cost, and who wants it. That only customer gets the product, and all this at the optimum cost. The cost here signifies that the consumer wouldn't be wanting to bear a higher cost, and neither the producer would want to bear a loss. So we have to have a win-win situation where the manufacturer also wins, the middlemen also win, and the consumers also win. So the cost involves all the elements involved in the distribution channel. Going further, students, we now understand what is distribution channels. So distribution channels are the intermediaries, or normally we call them as middlemen. They exist because the producers cannot reach all the consumers. ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, because there are very few producers but there are crores of consumers. Now how can a few producer reach that many consumers? Now without the help of middlemen, it's rather impossible to achieve this. Secondly, they multiply the reach and provide efficiency to the marketing process. Without the right distribution channels, we cannot achieve this objective of efficiency. There would be a problem of reach, because we need to get through to all the consumers at all the levels. And remember, India is a country which has a lot of villages. So you have to make sure that your product reaches all those villages and all the cities and all the urban towns. So that's important to achieve this reach objective. The third one, facilitating the smooth flow without any hurdles, without any obstacles. Now ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, if you can make your product reach the hands of the consumer, that's excellent as a middleman. And then have the core competence and reach to the customer. So you need to understand what's the company's core competence and make sure that the customer also gets that feel of your core competence, and distribution channels can help you achieve this. And distribution channels are also very important because they provide contact, experience and specialization in operations. They give you a lot of contacts in terms of who are going to buy the product, and middlemen have a lot of experience in the field, and they can give you some kind of expertise advice, some kind of research input, so that you can do betterment for your organization. And they also specialized in their work, so they can do the job very efficiently and effectively. So we all know about this. There are 4 elements of marketing mix: product, price, promotion and place. And as I said, students, we've already finished with the first 2, product and price, and now we are in the third aspect of place. And distribution channels help in this concept of place. They provide us 3 utilities as we read out in the definition: place, time and position utility. So just to quote an example how this place, time and position is achieved. Say a consumer wants to buy a toothpaste tube. Now you want to achieve the place because he wants the product available near the retail outlet close to his or her residence. The time utility is provided because he wants it at a particular time of 8 p.m. on a Tuesday evening. So at that time that product should be available. And position utility in the form of she or he will pay for the toothpaste and take it away. That is, they can take it home and use the product as and when they want it. So this is how the place, time and position utility is created. So lastly, let's go through the importance of distribution channels. Distribution channels help us in providing distribution efficiency to the manufacturers. So without the efficiency, no company can survive, and the distribution efficiency is achieved by having the right kind of distribution channels. Second point, they provide vital inputs to the salespeople. To the salespeople, in fact, you need distribution because they need products in the hands when they go out for sales, or even when they are in the shop selling the products. Without the right product in their hand, they in fact cannot give those products to the consumers. So for the salespeople, distribution channel really helps them. Third point, looks after the physical distribution functions. So we know distribution channels also takes care of the physical distribution aspect like transportation, warehousing, etc. So that part of distribution work also is done by the distribution channels. They would also act as a manufacturer's warehouse or depot, because the distribution channels will store your products. So as a manufacturer, in fact, you cannot have so much of warehouses. So you can give that kind of responsibility also to the distribution channels so that they store your goods. The next importance of distribution channels is they help in merchandising, because they help in selling your products. When the consumer comes and asks for your product, because of the distribution channels, for the retailers, it will help in selling those products. Next one, it helps in maintaining the price mechanism. People almost all over the world are very price conscious, and if the distribution channels are not effective, the prices would shoot up. So having the right distribution channels will help you to maintain an optimum or a stable price level. Distribution channels also help you in promotion. So promotion additional marketing inputs, which means that they'll also help you in distribution and also in promoting your product. The next importance of distribution channels is it helps in keeping the distribution cost to the optimum. So we know that the distribution cost would be very, very high if you have selected the wrong distribution channels. So selecting the right ones will help you in maintaining the distribution cost. The next importance of distribution channels are it helps in the sales forecasting. It will help you to predict the sales or forecast the sales. ನಾಳೆ ತಿಂಗಳು, next ತಿಂಗಳು, or the next month, or the next year, what could be the sales through the right distribution channels, because they would have expertise in that area and they will know exactly what kind of forecasting techniques have to be employed, and they'll help you to predict your future sales. The next important element of distribution channels is it helps in credit and collection of any kind of sales documents. So because retailers will be in the direct touch with their final consumers, so any kind of credit transaction or any kind of documentation that has to be maintained is actually not done by the manufacturers but done by the smaller retailers. So for all those documental work and credit transaction, it's best to depend on the retailers. The next one, it provides help in marketing research. As we already highlighted this point, research is very important, especially marketing research is more important for any company, because you need to understand or you need to know the pulse of your market. So through the right distribution network, you can actually, they will help you to do some kind of research. And they'll help you to identify what products are more in demand and what features should be added on to your existing product. And with such kind of research, it will help you to build your products more stronger. And the last point is it provides risk cover, because they will extend a supporting hand for you. In fact, as a manufacturer, if all the risk you have to take over, it would be very costly, it would be high investment, and it would be non-profitable to you. But if the risk is shared by the wholesalers and the retailers and your distribution network, they would help you, and it would help you to reduce or reduce the risk that you need to take to your business. So with this, students, we complete today's session of 25. I hope we understood what is distribution channels, what are the 7 R's, and what is the importance of distribution channels. Thank you very much.